To the stage. I'm very excited. His first time here on the San Carlos stage. Everybody give it up for Mr. Jared Boynton.
Oh, yeah!
What's happening, all you sick fucks? Fucking awesome night, huh?
Yeah!
A lot of people think I'm doing comedy because it's on my bucket list. Not so. I'm doing this because it's one job an illegal alien cannot take away from me. That's what I'm talking about. I don't have to be reminded about getting old. I don't have to hear that stupid son of a bitch who came out and said that 50 was the new 30. Really. I'd like to find that guy and kick him in the nuts 30 times and kick him in the nuts 50 times and ask him which of the two feel better. Because I know, I'm getting older, when I watch the Antique Roadshow. Not only do I know what half of that shit is, but I realize I can retire off the stuff my mother made me throw out when I was a kid. I've gone from dating MILFs to dating GILFs. Which is cool because if I wind up hooking up with her daughter, it's probably legal. Not like it used to be in the old days. I was an angry young man. I'm turning into being a bitter old man. A lot of things piss me off, like lifetime warranties. How come they didn't have this shit 30 years ago, you know? It's like I buy a battery for my car and this kid comes out and says, "So, Grandpa, you want a lifetime warranty with that?" And I go, "I don't know. Whose lifetime are we talking about? Yours or mine? Because if it's mine, I don't think we're going to make it that far, you know?" It really pisses me off, probably pisses all you people off. How come banks and gas stations don't give out free samples like Costco? That's what I'm talking about. "Excuse me, sir, would you like a free sample of our new $20 bill?" "Thanks, I'll take two." I try to maintain a positive outlook on life, know that I'm getting older, you know. And I try to do the same thing with my friends. And recently a friend of mine came up to me and told me she had to go for chemotherapy. So I want to tell her something that would make her feel better, make her feel good, like she had some purpose in going through this. And I said, "You know what? It's not that bad. Just think of all the money you're going to save on hair care products. And food." I don't know what the deal is with chemotherapy is anyway. Okay, you get cancer, you go to the doctor and they poison you. Okay, isn't that kind of like if you get a gunshot wound, you go to the hospital and they beat the shit out of you? It's kind of like there. Does that feel better now? Or it's like if you go to get your oil changed and let the air out of your tires, I don't know. There's something like I'm just missing it right there, I got a job to write a advertising campaign for a nonprofit organization. Fucking awesome. Give it up for me. My first writing job. Woo! Yes. National Tourette Syndrome Foundation hired me to write an ad for them. This is what I came up with. Tell me what you think. We here at the National Tourette Syndrome Foundation, eat a cock, would like to know that we give a shit, eat a cock, about your fucking problem. How many guys in here like a woman talking dirty when you're having sex? Yeah. Yes. Hook up with a chick with Tourette syndrome. That's all I'm talking about. That is the shit. And if you could find one that's got epilepsy and Tourette syndrome, fucking great. Just strap yourself in because it's going to be a wild ride, let me tell you. I got some new inventions I'm working on. I'm kind of an inventor, And these are some of the things I'm coming out with lately. Meat-flavored carpet cleaner for people that own dogs. You spray it on and Fido does the rest. How about dentures for rednecks? They come with the teeth already missing and tobacco stains. Oh yeah, that's fucking awesome, huh? And you see, Ashley was talking about teenage pregnancy. How about this new home pregnancy test they got? The one that's got a readout. It just says pregnant, not pregnant. You seen those? And they got the Spanish version too. It says embarazo. No embarazo. Okay, bueno. What I think would be really cool if this thing was like you shake it up and it would spit out random messages like an 8-ball, right? Like, yes, Susie, you can't get pregnant the first time. It appears you did. Or, that bastard lied about his vasectomy. Or, you're pregnant, but your husband's not the father. P.S. You also have chlamydia. Anybody in here ever hook up on the internet? Internet dating? Anybody? Okay, how many people here have hooked up on the internet, but you have enough of pride and self-respect to never admit it to anyone? Not even yourself. I've been on the internet, adult friend finder. They have webcams. I'll tell you, that is a horrible way to find out that your neighbor is a crossdresser. That's all I'm telling you. The ultimate act of loneliness and desperation is when you're on adult friend finder, though, and you send yourself an instant message. Hi, Jared, how you doing tonight? Followed immediately by the ultimate act of rejection. Sorry, I'm not into dudes. The only women that were interested in me on adult friend finder were cougars, which isn't a good thing because now all my cougars are like 85 or 90 years old. We're talking granny panties. Yeah, it's not, and depends. Yeah, not a good thing. Even my mother sent me an instant message. She's a little senile. She says, "You're pretty hot and sexy for 55, aren't you?" I wrote her back. I said, "Jesus Christ, Mom, it's your son. Don't you remember what I looked like?" She says, "I know, but what are you doing Saturday night?" It's cool, though, having a mother that's senile, you know, because, like, if I forget to call her to wish her a Merry Christmas at Christmas time, I call her up in the middle of July, and it's all good. But I've got a hard and fast rule about dating now on the internet. I will not date a woman whose bra has more material in it than the rest of the clothes I'm wearing. Not anymore, at least. How many people here have seen Dog the Bounty Hunter?
Yeah.
How about that guy's wife, Beth, right? I mean, you know, those people would turn themselves in if they just threatened to have Beth flash those titties at her, right? Hey, this is Dog the Bounty Hunter. You don't turn yourself in by noon tomorrow, I'm going to send Beth and the titty monster after you. That is like one sick puppy. If you think anything of that was worse, there's Billy the Exterminator. I'd like to see a Queer Eye for the Marathon, Queer Eye for the Straight Guy Marathon takes on Dog the Bounty Hunter. Be fucking awesome. I got one more thing to tell you before I get out of here. I've been banned from Walmart for life. Yes. And you wonder what I might have to do to achieve that? Evidently, it's against store policy and somewhat illegal to try on condoms in the middle of the store. And I scared the shit out of the little old lady that works in the pharmacy when I asked her for help. I said, "Excuse me, ma'am, does this make me look fat?" So I got one of those TV attorneys that you see on TV at 3 o'clock in the morning. Like every week, they have a different drunk up there working off his bill, right? You've seen those guys, right? When I was arrested for a DWI and vehicular homicide, following a high-speed chase and a crash in a stolen car, that had a trunk full of cocaine, while on the cover of a 13-year-old girl I met on the internet, and using a stolen identity, I knew I faced serious legal problems. Stiff fines, possible jail time, and wondered when can I continue my career in law enforcement. Thanks to the legal firm of Goldberg and Osborne, my case is settled and I'm back on patrol. I'm Jared Boyd. You guys got a lot of fun.
Jared Boynton, everybody! Fucking funniest predator out there.